Hello. She's finally here. I feel like it's just a matter of when the spirit gives me a push. There's no rhyme or reason. I had to work myself out of this crazy energy this morning, so I'm here now because I finally worked my way into some answers that I believe that most of us, maybe all of us that watch this, will need these answers. So I decided to come on. I was going to run to the woods. I felt like, so here's my biggest thing today. And I see a couple of you already here. And I'll probably say this a couple more times because I don't want to rush in too fast. Who else feels the need to drop everything and just run away? Like, in a very strange way. Like, out of body. Like, I can't seem to focus on being human today. Literally, when I say beam me up, I'm ready to just be. It's not even that I'm ready, it's that I feel like it's just time to beam up now. And I don't really understand it. And I've been working my way to an understanding. And I've picked up a frog in my throat, so I need a little clearing. Hold on. So, we're going to just talk about that for a little bit. Anyone that wants to join the conversation as people come in, how is the energy serving you today? How does it feel? Yesterday was a very powerful day as far as I'm concerned. The earth going through summer solstice. I spent a lot of time on the earth yesterday. I went out and just enjoyed 2 different times these mountains. I really enjoyed it. I woke up this morning feeling very antsy, different, strange, and 2 things have come to me. Go ahead, ask me. Ask me what's come to me. 2 things. First off, we are definitely going through some huge, massive transitions. All of us, everyone on the planet. Many don't realize what they're going through. It's making them crazy. For those of us who are a little more aware, or a lot more aware, we understand that as we go through these transitions, parts of us are releasing. So it was really waking up this morning that I noticed that something was different. In my sleep last night, things must have been releasing. So we had a really good class last night with some really great people, very powerful people. And I do believe that when we gather that way, 3 or 4, and we meditate together, that we really shake things up sometimes. We get energy moving. Blocked energy can be releasing. And so when we do something like that, oftentimes we'll have a day or 2, 3 or 4, where things feel really different. Hi, Conchetta. Good morning. Thank you for sharing. It feels like an important message trying to come through for pretty much anyone that feels drawn, either now or in the future. And excuse me, I suddenly have this frog in my throat. We need to do some clearing on that. But I'm just reaching out to see who else is feeling this energy of, man, I went to bed last night as one person and I woke up completely different. I woke up not really knowing who I am. To a certain degree, I was like really kind of out of body. Like I must have had a lot of clearing last night while I was sleeping. So I woke up this morning going, okay, wait a minute, everything has shifted, everything has changed. This is really part of the process, and I understand that. And so instead of just trying to run away from it and just feeling like I'm just losing it, I'm spending time with it. I'm moving into it. I'm allowing myself to get to know me better today. And so I'm really encouraging. I'm coming here to encourage all of you, anyone that comes in now or in the future. If you're feeling this big shift of energy, we really are in a very important time in human history. We have been feeling this change coming for a long time. We've had little bits and pieces. We've had tastes of it. At times we feel very antsy. We feel like we're ready to just launch off the planet. I'm not 100% sure what's going on, other than I came to the place of a lot of me has shifted around. And so when that happens, it's in a lot of ways, it's like the ego is releasing parts. all the time of the lower vibrational energies relating to past experiences. So we don't really lose the memories so much, but we lose the lower vibrational triggers, those parts of us that go right immediately to pain or want to cry or whatever that may be, whatever it is in your world, in your experiences, whatever. Let me go a little bit deeper with that. She takes off her glasses. Watch out. I couldn't find my glasses, by the way, and they were hanging on me. That's funny. It's one of those days. I'm having a hard time peopling today. My head is in the clouds. And so I'm working to be human today, but I'm not fully in the body, I don't think. So we'll just let that happen. So the higher self has a lot more power right now, and that's okay. This is part of the shift. The ego is releasing those lower vibrational aspects of itself into the ethers, allowing them to just kind of float away under that sea. We've done this a lot where we just release, we let go. We allow those parts of us to just float away. Human nature tries to push us into clinging to all of our parts, whether they're beneficial to us anymore or not. We want to cling, we want to hold on to. So the reminder today that the guides are trying to bring through is, this is a good change. It's an upgrade. And even though it feels foreign, it feels strange. And like little things like making doctor's appointments or making sure I get the oil changed on my car and things like that, it feels like it's, even washing dishes, it feels like it's just another world. It's not even where I am anymore. So I'm having to push myself. Hi, Rebecca Holmes. I'm pushing myself to focus on being human in order to get through one day to the next. And so that beam me up, Scotty, sometimes today especially, I feel like, man, I'm ready to ascend. I don't know how much longer we will continue through this process. And I also know that some days are more difficult than others. Some days we do more releasing than others. Some days we have more the shifting of energy. Last night there was a purge for me as I was sleeping. I feel as if my guides and angels, my team came in and said, okay, she gave us permission. Here we go. Let's start taking this stuff while she's resting. And so I woke up and I went, wait a minute, who am I? I would love to hear from you guys if you're having experiences like that. It is literally releasing lower vibrational aspects of ourselves that we no longer need. But the ego gets a little bit freaked out by that. The ego is like, oh, wait a minute, I might want to hold on to that. Are you like me, where you're a little bit of a pack rat? I am. I've always been like that. I'm the type that, I might want to hold on to this because, you never know when I might need it. I'm not as bad as some. I can step away from all of it at some point. I have done that where I've completely reinvented myself and given it all up and started fresh. I'm okay to do that. But there's still that old wiring in me that would like to kind of cling on to parts of me. I think that the parts of us that many people, I'm trying to say this gently, and I'm in there with you. We hold on to those parts of those aspects of ourselves that were painful, that were traumatic. We hold on to kind of that martyr syndrome kind of thing, where we feel like we can better relate to other people because we've been through this. We want to tell our sad stories. We want to give people all this. And it's okay to relay those stories as how they've helped you to come up out and become more of your true self. It's okay. Sometimes those stories are very important to share. But if you're spending all your time in those places, those lower vibrational places, and it is really controlling your life, you are listing off all the ways that your pains are worse than the next guy. We like to play that comparison game, don't we? Last night when we did a class, that was the one thing that my guides gave to us. We have to stop comparing. Hi, Chantel. We have to stop comparing ourselves to others. That every single one of us is completely different, completely unique, absolutely amazing that we're so unique, that we can see things so differently. Each one has our own modality. Each one heals, each one channels, each one does whatever kind of modality that you came into the earth to do. Now, I know we have modalities that these big famous ones, different kinds of Reiki and all these things. But the truth is you are completely, uniquely your own being, and you have your own ways of doing things. And there is no comparison to anyone else's on the planet. I hope you can hear me when I say that. We are so programmed to compare ourselves to other people. Thank you, Chantel. We're so programmed, like we want to be like somebody else. We watch other people and they're so famous. They're like out there and everybody's watching them, and it's like, oh, look at what they're doing. I want to try to do what they do. In your own way, you might be able to do a version of what they do, but the most beautiful thing that you can do is to release those needs that need to compare, that need to try to be like anyone else, and to realize that you came here to be perfectly, uniquely your own self. You are sovereign. You are amazing. You have the ability to create and to perform your own modality in your very own way, and it doesn't have to be. As a matter of fact, please don't be like anyone else. Let yourself unfold. Let yourself be the very unique being that you are today. So if you're feeling this really strange, hands up, how many of you are feeling this very strange, like, oh, I woke up and I'm different today? At first it felt kind of weird, and I almost fell into a little bit of depression. I thought, what happened to me overnight? What was taken from me? I think I lost some toys. They didn't take any toys. They enhanced my abilities. They cleared out some negativity to make room for these enhancements. They did some activations for downloads that I've already received. So as I was resting, I woke up a brand new person. And I would love for you to spend some time with your own self. Are you releasing? Are you releasing those old patterns, those old belief systems? They're only holding you back. They're not allowing you to be recreated daily. We are creators, aren't we? Every one of us, we're just magnificent creators. We're creating this beautiful world. Each one of us in our own versions. And then our each one of us has our own creation, and it blends in with everyone else's creations, and it's like this magnificent dance. And yet most of us just believe that we are walking the planet and everything is going on around us and we have no power over it. So the biggest advancement that we're making right now, I would say, over anything else, and you guys please go ahead and chime in on this. I just feel so brand new. This past few months, there's been a lot of very difficult times in the last year, there's no doubt. We've gone through in the last, I don't know how many years. It's been very difficult for us. But this year, I feel as if we're finally coming into fruition. We're finally coming into that place of remembering to the greatest extent that we ever have, remembering our truth, remembering who we are, remembering our own power, remembering the God and the Goddess that is within you, and allowing it to unfold. And as we do that, those old worries, those old things that used to pull us down. Good morning, Isabel. Thank you so much for joining me. All that old stuff is being washed away. The more we're willing to let it go, it's just washing, it's just going. And the more we let go, see, that's the thing, is it's like a rock in a hard place as far as the ego is concerned. The ego wants to hold on to all those old belief systems, all that old stuff. Lifetimes and lifetimes and lifetimes of old stuff. It loves to hold on to that baggage, because somehow it's like it's floating out at sea and it's got some big suitcase and it's just wobbling around thinking this is all I got. It's a whole big ocean. If I don't hold on to this, I'll definitely drown. The most beautiful thing happens when we let go of that suitcase, because that's when we just kind of sink down into everything that we are. It is the letting go. It's the letting go. It's not the clinging. It's the letting go. And as we let go, we find more and more spaciousness within us. We expand out. The soul starts to inhabit the body more and more fully. Your ego is not going anywhere. That beautiful personality that you have created for yourself in this lifetime It's not going anywhere. It's just going to get more beautiful and more amazing, because it's not going to be so focused on the little details of, all the petty stuff that people can get all wrapped up in. It just says, oh, it's okay. It's all right. I don't got to hold on to that. I can just be still. I don't need to compare myself to anyone else. I don't have to try to have more college degrees or a nicer car or a bigger house or I can just be. I am that I am that I am, and I'm just being. The soul has no need for comparison or judgment. The soul has no need for lower vibrational emotions so much. Even though we learn from all of that, the soul is okay letting go of those things. The soul says, well, that was, even though to our ego it was horrible and traumatic and we would love to talk about it until we're blue in the face, the soul says, yes, it was an experience. We've learned from it. Now let's let it go into the soup of who we are. We don't need to cling so tightly to that. We don't need to keep talking about it. We don't need to keep telling everyone. It's okay to tell everyone how beautiful that experience came through to you. Because every experience, the most traumatic ones that we have, they hold the possibility of greatness. Of a more beautiful, more amazing awakening. Of the realization that we are so surrounded by beautiful beings all the time. I think that if I could go back and change, there are times, believe me, it's been almost 6 years since I lost him. And there have been times when I thought, what was I thinking? Even as a soul, I go, why would I go through that? Why would I put myself through that? Because everything that's come from it has been so amazing. It's such a miracle. He is such a miracle in my life. And what he has brought to me after stepping out of physical is such a miracle. So I wouldn't go back and change it. The pain, it was horrible, and it held such promise. So if we can wrap all this up and have a quick meditation, I believe that the biggest, most important thing that they're trying to give us today is be you. Be uniquely you. Let go of those needs to try to compare yourself to anyone else. Let go of those old stories that are still causing you pain. You don't need to keep repeating. You don't need to keep reading the same story over and over again. You can turn the chapter. There comes a day in all of the loss that we have had and all the pains that we have had, when that thing that happened that seemed so horrible and painful, when it becomes a chapter in your book that you have closed, or even the whole book is closed and you've started over. You've started writing a whole new book. Whatever that is, we are in newness now. They are helping us to clear out those old energies. And as they do, we are becoming. That's why I call this the imagination of becoming. You don't need an adjective. You don't need to try to qualify yourself. Wherever you are, whatever's going on, you are perfectly placed right where you need to be. You are an amazing being, ready to unfold, ready to create, ready to begin again, ready to change the book or the chapter, to close that page. You will never lose the love. You will never forget them. When you are more aware, Steve used to say, one of my biggest things was, and I think it was more my lesson, there was a point, and it really wasn't that far in to my grief, where it was like, I realized that I had to let go of who he was in physical form in order to realize who he is now. You are being asked that yourself in physical. You need to let go of the stories that you have been telling yourself that you are in order to realize who you actually are, who you really are. You won't get to your greatness until you begin to release and take it. It's never going to go away for good, I promise, but your guides, your angels, they'll wrap it all up. Whoever your team is. I know some people aren't big on angels, but whoever that is that you call on, they will wrap up that book, that chapter, and they'll hold it gently for you. They'll store it away for you. When you're ready for it, you can open it up, revisit it. You can enjoy the memories. It's never going anywhere. Those aspects of you, they never really go away completely. You will always be able to revisit. But if it is something that is completely controlling your life, and not allowing you to move forward. It's time to let them help you to release the negative aspects, that negative energy that holds you in this position of scarcity or fear to fall in love again, fear to move forward in life. We get so afraid. Ego has this way of creating fear around everything. So as we move out of ego, we let go of fear. We move into a more beautiful existence. We create from a space of love and not fear. What a difference. It's that easy. There's only two. You only have two filters to go through. You let go of the fear and you create through love. And that's when you're manifesting what you truly want. We're always manifesting. There's no big lesson on how to manifest. We all know how to manifest. We've always manifested, trust me. We've just been manifesting from the energy of fear instead of the energy of love. And we've been creating what we don't want instead of what we do want. So releasing, closing that chapter, trusting your guides and your angels to take care of it for you. Put yourself in that centered, sweet place, knowing that when they do come in, they love to do it when I'm sleeping, when they do come in and remove aspects of the self that I no longer need or require, and I have given permission to release, I might wake up feeling kind of weird, but once those pieces start to settle in, and I have all that empty space and all this beautiful love fills in those places, I realize I'm just becoming me. I'm letting go of the story. I'm becoming more of me. And there's nothing to be afraid of in that, right? There's nothing to be afraid of. Just become a better you. That's all. That's all I got, guys. Let's do a quick quiet time together if you'd like. We have been doing, I've got a little group of really special people that do these. I love when we do these Voice of the Spirit classes. They're not even the same anymore. We just simply gather and we're becoming such a beautiful community. And when we meditate together, and this is why I'm telling you this, when you are fully in, when you sit down and we gather together energetically, we enhance one another. Our connection grows stronger and we help one another to move forward. So if you're willing to do that, it only takes a few minutes. Actually, it'll be very sweet. It's just a quiet time. But it'll help to get things moving for you. So I don't know where they want to take us yet. I haven't gotten that direction. But I'm going to call in the guides. Whoever would like to... who's that? I'm getting Kuan Yin, but there's someone else that's there and I'm not aware of. I'm like, oh, that's a new energy. So let's see who comes in. Let's just go there and we'll see who comes in today. Maybe one of your guides. I might be getting some of your energy already. All right, so get your feet planted. Mother Gaia, for sure. Thank you, Mother Gaia. Feel your feet on the earth. Even if you got those shoes on and you're standing on concrete, I want you to imagine that your feet are bare and they're standing on the earth. And I want you to, with your eyes closed, I want you to look at your feet now. Using your third eye, using your imagination, which is so important to open that road to the imagination. What do your feet look like? What are they standing on? What does the earth feel like underneath them? Oh, that's fun. Let's go to the moon. I saw craters. So we're all standing there. Look down at your feet and you can see your feet standing bare on the moon. No limitations. What does it feel like to stand on the moon to you? Allowing that energy to come in. It's folding you right up in it. Archangel Michael coming in for protection. And breathe up and down your spine. Just pull that energy up from your feet. So imagine moon energy. The moon is very powerful and she's so beautiful. So scarred and so perfect in every way. So imagine that moon energy coming up through your feet today. This will be brand new for us. I don't think we've ever done this. Very beautiful. And it's coming up your legs, hitting the base of your spine. So let's just clear all those chakras for a minute. Let's get you nice and clear and centered today. So feeling that beautiful moon energy as it comes up through those chakras, it gets those fans just spinning. They're going two different directions. And as that energy hits, it just comes right up through that root chakra, getting those, all that spinning action going, all that beautiful red color coming up through. And then up into the second, that beautiful womb. So feel that. See if you can just concentrate on the feeling of energy coming up through the center of you. And breathe it up into the solar plexus. Just draw it, pull it up. Perfect. That kind of takes your breath away, doesn't it? Very nice. So we're clearing away all that old baggage. So we're letting go. Allow yourself to just open up your hands. Relax your shoulders. Relax those muscles between your eyes, the back of your neck that's been hurting because you've been trying to carry the world on your shoulders again. Release that. Let it go and just be relaxed as this energy flows through. Calling on the healing angels and guides, allowing for healing in any part of your body now, whether it be emotional or physical, spiritual, any kind of energy that is stagnant, that's keeping you stuck, any old energy from past lives, any old soul contracts, any old karma. Whatever you set yourself up with in this lifetime, you don't need to carry that weight anymore. You can let it go. Any ancestral energy that is no longer serving you. Asking for healing to those. Wherever we cut these cords or attachments, we're asking for healing to anyone that needs it. Anyone that's affected by the cord cutting. Beautiful. So there's a lot of energy right in the core, right in the center of you now. And it's filling up like the sun. Beautiful. Take a big breath, pull it up. Good. Up into the low heart. Right in that beautiful chest area, filling up with beautiful energy. Thank you, Chantel. Beautiful. Let that just fill you up. It's almost taking my breath away. It's so beautiful. There is such amazing energy in this group right now, so enjoy it. And keep breathing. When it comes in like that, it can be hard to breathe. Just breathe. What do you see as you look around on the moon? Relax yourself and look around. It's so dark and silent. Some things float by in the sky, slowly, easily. Look at the earth from such a distance. Isn't she beautiful? And maybe behind the earth you can see the sun peeking up. There's all that activity going on down there, but we can't hear any of it. It's okay. It's nice and peaceful. There's nothing to do. You can relax your body perfectly. Just let it all go. Nothing down there is so important that you can't find time to relax. Okay, moving up into the high heart now. Take a big breath, pull it into your lungs, asking for healing to go to every cell of your body, every organ, every bone, everywhere. Feel that healing energy go through. Calming that nervous system too. Relieving some ascension symptoms. Some of you feel like you're suffering a little bit. Let's lighten that up a little. Okay, it's coming up into the throat. If you feel a big yawn coming on, that's a good idea. It stretches that area right out when you yawn. Just yawn it out. Now hold your spine up as straight as you can. Wow, some of you are getting your voice back, allowing you to speak your truth. Feel that channel of your higher self coming through your throat. Allow it to come through. Clearing out all that energy. If you've got light language, whatever it is that's coming through you, just let it go. Don't try to hold it back. Beautiful. Take a big breath and pull it up. Just gonna give it a good yank up towards your third eye, your brow area. Let's ask for healing and clearing to go into your ears also, helping with the vertigo and the dizziness. Any healing to the brain, the nervous system, the eyes, the nasal passages, the mouth, the teeth, the gums. Whatever you need healing energy to go to, you can focus on that. Just ask for it. They're right there working with you. Beautiful. Lots and lots of energy right now. And up into the crown. We're asking now, as that sun comes up around the globe, we're going to ask for beautiful sunlight, the energy of source to come down now into that crown chakra, clearing every chakra on the way down into the crown and down through. So let it wash like a waterfall. Imagine a waterfall on the moon. I've never seen that before. It is a waterfall of pure golden energy that you're stepping into. Imagine how that moon loves the sun. She reflects it. She absorbs it. It's powerful. And she's showing you how to take it in now. So just let it flow on through. Perfect. And it's going through any stagnant energy. It's washing it out. Open up your hands. Let it come out your hands. Let it wash on down through your spine, every part of your body, and down your legs, down into your feet, and then washing down onto the moon. The moon's thanking you for sharing that. She likes that exchange, and she just renews it, refreshes it, and all that energy is coming back up into you now. Imagine now you're a pure, golden, beautiful being of light. If they could see you on the earth, they'd look up at the moon and they'd see all these bright lights up there, and they're like, what is that? That is you. That is you. So I want you to let yourself now, we're going to fly on back to the earth. It's like this. The speed of light, we're going to pop right back down to the earth. And we're all together on the earth right now. I want you to see yourself with this beautiful light. See yourself anchoring it onto the earth now. You are an anchor of light and love. That is who you are. Let that beautiful light anchor onto the planet Earth. And then I want you to, anybody that you know of, or it can be general, wherever it could be to the earth, I want you to send some love out for just about 10 seconds. Be silent with me. Just share this excess of love to wherever it needs to go. It's perfect. What a beautiful abundance. That is so perfect. The earth is thanking you. She is so grateful for you for being here in this difficult time, knowing that you are completely supported now. Your angels are wrapping around you. The earth is there underneath you, and you are fully supported, wrapped up in love and protection. And I want you to feel your feet again now. I want you to wiggle your toes. And just continue to breathe. The energy is so beautiful. Anyone that is receiving healing, it will continue. So you'll feel that energy. You'll be in it for however long it takes. Just let them continue to work with you. Perfect. Let that energy come back into your legs, up into your spine. Feel your arms, feel your fingers. It's like, oh, my hands feel like they're on fire. Feel all that healing energy now. And into your face and opening your eyes. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful to all of you for joining me. So grateful. Thank you, Chantel. I'm so glad you joined us today. I can feel your energy joining in. It's beautiful. Perfect. Enjoy your day today. Enjoy your day. I know it's a difficult energy day, so just enjoy it. You've got all of this beautiful protection around you today. You are so loved. You are so supported. We're going to get through this together, so know that you're going to be okay today. I will see you again soon. You're so welcome, Conchetta. I'm glad that you felt that, Chantel. It's beautiful. There's something about it right now. We are being called to come together. We're being called to build a community. And so I continue as often as I can come in to build this community, to just let you feel this collective as we gather together, sharing out that love. It's beautiful. Thank you, Conchetta. I will see you guys again soon. Please enjoy your day. Take good care of yourselves. Stay safe. Talk to you soon. Bye.